Creep 2. Let's look at the progress of trade dispute between United States and China and major issues. 2017 August, President Trumph of the United States ordered the investigations into China's intellectual property infringement and whether it is possible to apply Article 301. 301, Section 301 stipulates that the President shall take effect immediately on an administrative order only when deemed unfair trade practice. Particularly special 301 is regulations forcing on the protections of intellectual property rights. The USTR, U.S. Trade Representative, assesses the level of intellectual property protections of trading partners through the Special 301 report each year. In addition, it shall conduct investigations and conclusions with the country designated as a majority negotiation country in accordance with the general procedures of Article 301 and take retaliative measures if the agreement is not satisfied. The United States is using this as a means of pressurizing on China. In addition to 301, there is a Super 301. This Super 301 is regulations, regulations to check whether the other country has a trade barrier. We have two kinds of trade barrier, tariff barrier and non-tariff barrier. Okay. Anyway, this barrier to prevent the other country to invade with a big amount of import to their territory. Anyway, these provisions also must be negotiated to stop unfair practice within 3 years or to provide compensations to the United States equivalent to the practice if designated as a preferred negotiation country. China expressed its willingness after announcement of 301 activations. China expressed its willingness to take a measure to protect intellectual property right after measure was taken. And United States, however, is calling for the enactment, the pure step. China, you should enact. Just saying, we will make a great effort, to protect your intellectual property. That is very, very, very vague. That is very abstract. Instead, you need very actual actions regarding to our request. The action must be enactment of, protection regulations. 1 year later, in January 2018, the United States launched a safeguard. Safeguard is the accordance with Article 201, which is enacted 1974. This is a sort of trade act, and this safeguard can impose tariff or restrict import if it is concerned that an increase in import of certain items would harm the U.S. industry. When the International Trade Commission (ITC) investigates and proposes to the President, it makes the decision at the discretion of the President, by only the discretion of the President. And he can decide whether he will activate this role and adapt this one to the the country which export the item to United States. Under this provision law, Koreans suffered the great damage with China. The items with washing machine maximum 50% and 30% in solar cell. 1 month after the launching of Safeguard, U.S. Trade Promotion Act 232. This is very awful actions, okay? Come to force on August, okay? 2018. This act may allow the import to be restricted or adjust the trade adjustment to import. The import, what import, which may threaten and damage security of United States. If the Department of Commerce or the Department of Trade of in United States decide these import items threaten the national security, then they can propose the President to make a final decision whether the President will proceeding the activation of this law to the country which is covered, okay, or not. United States applied this rule for the Chinese steel 25%, aluminum 10%, and the telecommunications equipment, defense industry, like that, okay? And the department will request the department itself request the investigations and assesses whether it will harm or not. They can decide it within 270 days, and then after that they have to report it to the president. Then the president must take a decision within 3 months, okay, of the proposal by the department. The pure study of section 232 apply to the certain item. This is the items, you know, the section. This sections is the article which can be applied to the items, but this is the same effect to apply to the country, okay, which is exporting this, you know, covered items the same way. Therefore, all countries, this is not for the specific countries, you know. Special 301 can be target for the specific countries, but this is for the specific items. So all countries exporting, you know, these items are covered by this law, okay? Not only as a result, not only China, but also, you know, Korea, Australia, EU, Canada, and Mexico was the, you know, initially applied. However, this country was excluded afterward. Generally, Article 232 raises tariff fairly to all countries exporting certain items, as I saw. But this Article 232 can, you know, raise the tariff for a certain country if the balance of surplus for a particular century is a problem. Okay, this is very important key. And 1 month later, 2018 March, a full scale of tariff was started by imposing full duty on the 50 billion equivalent of, you know, the importing items, you know, the item number of, you know, 1,300 items, okay? This, most of items importing to China, including panel TV and aircraft part, etc. Okay, we will continue in clip 3. Thank you.